again with another episode. Back again with you could join in at any time, little bit.
If I knew you was gonna do this, I would have just fucking started.
Hey friends, it's your girl Young Cole.
And I'm Isha.
And we're back with another episode of
Not a Real Podcast.
We're not doing that again.
That was
I don't like that
But you thought being cool in the game, rapping.
You could have gave me a fucking beat.
I don't know how to do that.
All right. Okay, so today gonna be a fun one. We're excited because we're talking about our pet peeves. So it's
I have a lot of pet peeves.
Yeah, and I don't know how we're gonna bring a lot of fun into what makes us angry, but we gonna do it because that's we do what we do.
Yeah, and just so y'all know, I had a long morning, so please, be mindful of that when y'all critiquing because I don't got no lashes on and I look like a bald-faced mole rat.
And be mindful that I didn't know the time did what it did. It sprung forward. I don't even know
it left
where we
you
at.
behind.
Yeah, it left me way
But we ready.
behind.
We
so
ready.
We here though. Before we get in, okay, well I was gonna say let's do a little toast.
We don't have to do this every episode.
No, we don't. But if we had it here,
all right.
Why not?
Sundays are for mimosas. All right, go ahead.
Okay, so we're gonna start this thing off. We jumping right into it. Pet peeves. Y'all know what pet peeves are. Those things that just get under your skin and make you want to fight everybody. A lot of times, pet peeves don't even be that big of a deal.
They're always a big deal.
No, they're not. You're angry. Pet peeves don't really be that big of a deal, but when you trigger, and can't nothing stop you from feeling that. So
yeah, and some of my pet peeves are like very irrational. Like, why would that make you mad? And I have no rhyme or reason, but it just really it just takes me there.
I probably can guess about 5 of your pet peeves before we even start.
And
but I'm gonna let
right.
you, yeah, and probably me and a host of other people.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah.
No, because I had therapy this week, right? Before we get into this, so I'm working my treatment plan. And so, I had that little mix up with my therapist where it was a little miscommunication. I was going every week. She put me back on weekly sessions.
Yeah.
I'm back on bi-weekly. So when you work your treatment plan works you. Okay. So I didn't relapse bad enough to stay on weekly. So I'm back to bi. I know that was, I think so too.
That's a good thing.
Thank you. Growth, baby.
Oh, my friend work our treatment plan.
Yep.
Go ahead. Okay, well, who gonna pop some?
You go ahead. We're gonna start just general. Just
general pet peeves.
Yeah.
Oh, that really just irked me. I think when this happened this
morning. It ain't be funny, man.
No. I made a plate for my friend. So I made a plate for him. And I gave him his plate. He sat down, no problem.
Wait, what's your friend? Wait, I swear to God. Okay.
I made a plate for my friend. He sat down, then he got up, got him a cup of water, and sat back down while I'm making my plate. I said, passive as I am, shit, you made me some water? That bothers me. Like, okay, I know y'all gonna be like, she one of them. When you do something for somebody, they don't have to do nothing in return. But it just be that little thought. I just hate when there's not like a thought in something. That is just like a pet peeve to me. You wouldn't think so because you're actually a very thoughtful person. Yeah. So you would most definitely bring a bottle of water or a cup or something. That shit got under my skin so bad.
Wait, who is your friend?
Girl, this is...
Because if it's who I think it is, I know good and goddamn well.
This ain't tea time.
You ain't,
This ain't tea time.
You reduce him to a friend?
Oh, she trying to bring on conflict in my world. Because if he hear that, it's going to be a lot of conflict.
Absolutely, because why would you...
He is not reduced to a friend. He's a friend. It's my friend. That's my love.
Clean it up because you was there. Okay.
My friend, that's my love though.
All right, cool.
And he know.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait. One mistake. And I'm digging deep. I'm punching. I'm going.
My biggest pet peeve is when people go crazy with using paper towels. You know
Oh
that.
my
No.
God, that was my number one pet peeve of her. That was my number one thought.
Yeah, because I feel like 2 paper towels max is like that's enough. But when people just whoosh, like on the roll and just keep that drives me crazy because why? And I do have a confession. No, for real, no. Like y'all know it's a pet peeve and y'all still do it. So I really have to like talk myself down because in my mind I'd be like, do I even like? I know friends are not supposed to agree on everything, but I feel like morally we're not aligned because why would y'all?
Morally, over paper towels.
It sounds crazy, but why would you, under any circumstance, need 4 or 5 paper towels for just to dry your hands? There's never been a cause for that, and I just think y'all are being like wasteful, and that's paper towel abuse.
But remember that time your homegirl said you should be buying them cheap ass paper towels?
The reason why, okay, whoa. First of all, the reason why I buy the cheaper paper towels is because when I was buying the double quilted, y'all was still being very disrespectful. So now y'all get the 50
No,
cents.
that's first of all, you can't even put taking more than one paper towel and disrespectful in the same sentence.
No,
it's
taking
not
more
even
than
that
2. I
deep.
said
It's
2.
you have to learn.
You can't argue my pet peeve.
It's a pack of 6. How
You
long?
can't
Okay.
argue my pet
Oh,
peeve.
I can. A pack of 6 of paper towels. How long that's supposed to last you?
Like 2 weeks.
A pack? No. Like
The 6 rounds.
the whole pack of
months.
months.
Yes.
Hands down. That's what
Because
you
why are
have
you
a
getting
company
more-
over.
Oh, that's why I don't like people to come over for. I ain't gonna even hold you.
At this point, when we take that one little cheap ass paper towel and
They're
dry,
cheap because
we're
when I
still
was
letting
getting-
our hands air dry at that point. Them paper towels don't do nothing.
All right, well, y'all
It's
don't
like-
have to come
it's like-
over.
it's like when
y'all
you
don't
knock
have
the
to come
chill off.
over. Y'all don't have to. Because here's the thing. I think y'all do that shit just to spite me at this point. Because there's no way. Why would you look me like 4 paper towels? Anyways, what's
This
your
girl
next one?
had a whole Super Bowl Sunday party and told everybody to bring their own paper towels.
Because I don't understand why y'all think going through rolls of paper towels in one evening is okay. Under no circumstances is that ever okay. And I just feel like we're not aligned.
What irritates me is my pet
Now
peeve.
you about to get personal. Now
No.
you about to get personal. Because I'm not a pet peeve.
that pointer finger. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to my good friend. Irritates me is somebody always watching over your back. Like, let's say they invite you to your house.
Okay.
And, you just go in their pantry trying to get a little snack. They ain't offered you nothing at this point. And they over your shoulder trying to figure out, damn, what you looking for? Bitch, a snack. Something.
Put a name on it.
I wasn't even talking about you.
Put a
because
name
we
on it.
know you'll be having that with Boston baked beans.
I got some in my purse right now if you want some.
Us? Yeah. Hey, guys, anybody feel like grabbing us some of them Boston baked beans right quick?
They in my
Is it
purse.
that-
I know guys don't typically go in purses, but it's okay. And be careful because you will see when you go in there. Just be careful.
Pumpkin.
Yeah.
Safe word. Pumpkin in there.
Okay, so here's another thing that y'all are really good at down here. Switching lanes without using blinkers.
No, we does that. Now, I don't do that. That irritates my soul for real.
No, that
I can
bothers
agree
me.
with you on that
Because
one.
how I'm supposed to know how I need to move if I don't know how you about to move?
Somebody
I can't
did
be a
that.
defensive driver if you are just being reckless and careless. That burns my soul.
Defensive driving is for those who's reckless and you supposed to know how to shuck it. You know
Help
how like
me
when
help
you be
you.
like,
Help
you know
me
how
help
when you
you.
be bopping these folks up in your old days.
Because you know I do not put my hands on
friend,
nobody no more.
exactly. God, you are real.
Thank you, Giles. You can just toss them. It's fine. What's up,
Fresh. I can hold on a little
Okay,
bit.
that's fine.
That's cool. But I can agree with you on that blinker thing.
That drives me crazy.
That literally drives me insane.
But I've been in a car with you a couple times, and a few times.
I use my blinkers.
Not every time, Kodie.
I literally use my blinkers.
Not every time.
If I'm in my neighborhood, I'm not using my blinker because nobody behind me, but I literally use my blinker. Every single time. Okay.
But you can't say I use it every single time, but I don't use it when I'm in certain neighborhoods.
Okay, my neighborhood, not certain. And if nobody's behind me and I'm turning on my street, because as soon as I turn on my street. I have to use no blinker. But on the main roads, I use my blinkers. Don't do that.
Go ahead.
You know what? I hate when people drive real slow. Like they still stuck up north. We got places to be. Let's get there.
They don't never let me drive nowhere.
Let's get to where we got to
I
go.
do the speed limit. The speed limit is put in place for a reason, no?
You literally do under.
I do maybe 5 below or 5 above. I do the speed limit. It's put in place to keep us safe and for us to get to point A to point B. It's not my fault that y'all want to be Tokyo Drift and speed demons. Slow the fuck down. Just slow down. Shit.
That's crazy.
No, it's not crazy.
That's crazy because
It's not crazy.
if it's 65 and we going 75, that's not
75.
Fast and the Furious. Hey,
It's not going 75.
what you doing? 70?
68.
Max.
Why? What will cause me? Why would I have to go 75?
To keep up with the flow of traffic. That is how you be a defensive driver.
No, doing the speed limit, but whatever.
Whatever. I don't know. I have probably a whole host of pet peeves that I could go on for days, but what really bothers me with like friends and family.
Bitch, if you get personal, I promise I'm gonna jump across. I'm gonna 2-piece and biscuit your ass up.
I think one of my biggest pet peeves of all time, and I'm such a hypocrite, I hate repeating myself. I hate repeating myself. I hate it so much, especially in like relationships. Like now,
romantic or just like any type of like working relationship.
I guess more focused on romantic relationships.
Okay.
Like,
oh, child.
Well, no, here's the thing. I don't think there's a day go by that you're not gonna have to maybe reiterate or sometimes like reemphasize some things to somebody so they know how to treat you, love you, etc. But when I just blatantly have to repeat myself on something over and over and over again,
Like what?
Like
he gonna knock your head off.
Ooh, let me think. So many. Like, okay.
He ain't gonna repost
Oh
more,
my God, okay. Hey, thanks for washing the dishes. But when you're gonna do it right all the way. If I have to tell you where to put this bowl one more time, that is like the biggest pet peeve to me. Or to, instead of hanging your towel up, scrunching it up and just throwing it up there, because now it's just sitting and molding and mildewy and you might not be back for another week and I don't pay attention. That irritates me so bad because it's like, bro, how many times do I gotta tell you this? Stop putting my shit in the wrong place. Why would you even think that it's okay to put the bowls where my mugs are? Why? That bother you?
And Don, because I wash my own dishes for that reason.
Oh, nah, you can tell.
I wash my
It's a very, very, very few people that I would let wash my dishes, though. I can't. Don't just get out of the kitchen.
Yeah, I wash my own dishes. If we talking about like pet peeves and like an intimate relationship, there's not enough time in the day. When you get out the shower and you just get out the shower instead of wiping your legs first, so now the mat is. Nobody wants to step in your shower water. Oh, that burns me up.
That throws me.
Why would you just hop out the shower? Like
that throws me off.
Dry your legs and dry your feet, then step out and do the other one, and you're good. That burns me up.
That throws me off so bad.
Oh,
it's like
to step on the wet. Ooh, that burns me up. Another one, and I know it's your turn, but I got this is heavy on my heart.
Do your thing, baby.
If I'm asleep,
okay,
just be mindful of that.
She love her fucking sleep.
I don't want to be. I don't give a fuck about rap battles enough to want to hear that in my sleep, or to hear ESPN and Shannon Sharp yelling.
That.
Why is the volume on 100? Like that's inconsiderate.
That bothers me.
That's so. Go in another room. Put headphones in. Listen to Instagram videos early. Like it. Who raised you?
When you playing that goddamn game, when they be playing that goddamn game, and they scream to the top of their lungs like a little girl, that does something to me internally that I don't even have words to explain.
That bothers you?
It bothers me so
the screaming?
The scream.
What?
What are we doing?
What game would ever?
Call of Duty.
Oh no, that's real. That's real.
Call of Duty.
That's real.
Every man ever.
I never really dated a guy that played Call of Duty.
Really? You're lucky.
Oh.
You're very lucky.
What about, okay, and I'm probably by myself with this one. If you could fall asleep in the pitch dark, like quiet, that's a pet peeve. Because why don't you have your TV on for white noise?
Yeah, you by yourself with that one.
I think people who can just fall asleep without white noise are serial killers.
No, you're probably the serial killer
Well,
for not understanding that the rest of the world is very okay with that.
well, excuse me, miss. I have my life together and my thoughts
Check
are
it
not
out.
haunting me and
Baby,
keeping me up at
everything
night.
I said I was gonna do by 30.
What?
I ain't did my life together. Checking
Well, bitch,
it
you
out.
need to be
That
standing
shit
up. No, I
off.
can't sleep
That shit done.
in the dark. And I'm not scared of the dark, right? Let's be clear. I just prefer not to sleep in the dark.
You not.
I'm not scared
Do
of
you
the
have a
dark.
night light?
What?
Do you have night lights?
No.
Okay, so you just use the TV as your night light.
I use the TV as the white noise.
You be having like things like actually playing or just like literally the white noise. You mute it and just let it. What do you?
How can it be white noise if it's muted?
I thought the white noise was like that little sound that comes like even though a TV isn't playing, it's muted, it still produces that little noise like you know the TV is on. You know what I'm talking
My
about?
hair ain't never been that good. No, I have my comfort shows. I watch The Office. I watch Big Bang Theory.
Okay, solid.
George Lopez.
Solid.
Yeah, Kings.
Kings of Queens.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah, but I'm not falling asleep. That bothers me. That's a pet peeve.
I can go to sleep with everything off. No night lights, no TV, no nothing. What irritates me, and I'm gonna let this go because we can have all the time in the world and move on to it. What irritates me is leaving that goddamn kitchen light on, like on the vent hood.
Because why?
That shit blows me.
Why?
Don't nobody know how to change this fucking bulb.
So why are you even? No, that's some old black people shit because there's literally never a reason for you to leave that light on. Don't leave my light on.
You see what I'm saying?
That bothers
And
me.
the person that leaves it on, they definitely don't know how to fucking fix it when it go out. And that will irritate me more if one light is out and the other one is on. I'm done. Talk about it. I'm done. Cause y'all gonna make me red.
You gonna go home and
Shutting all this shit down. I'm unplugging all this shit. I'm at the breaker box, turning it off so you can't turn it back on. It's over with.
Another pet peeve, and I think this is probably universal.
Okay.
If I have leftovers, and you don't ask me if you can eat my I don't care if it's been in there for 3 weeks. Do not touch my shit without asking. That don't bother you? You come home and you thinking you about to eat something, and it's not there. You okay with that?
It ain't gonna, like my pet peeves be like weighing on me for like hours and days and weeks and months. That will be like,
Bitch, that's not healthy.
I don't care.
That's not healthy.
It's okay.
You can't.
But I'm saying that pet peeve. I mean that scenario. Like if I'm fiending for it or whatever, but it ain't gonna. It's gonna be like, damn, why eat my food? And then I'm gonna be done. Like that's it. I ain't gonna be mad no more.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What? Fight night.
Yeah. And I fuck with leftovers.
No. Because why would you be okay with eating somebody's shit then you didn't even ask? Like it's not yours.
Y'all going round for round?
I'm going round for round. I'm talking.
So you decided to put your name on your to-go box?
When we're leaving out the restaurant, I take my nail and I carve my name and don't touch. No, for real. Like don't touch my shit. That goes for anybody.
Anybody?
What? I would fall out with my nieces and nephews about that. Hey, you can't just take somebody's stuff.
They're like all preteens. They're young. They're babies.
Fall out.
Like I didn't want to have to do this.
Y'all forcing my hand.
Yeah, I didn't want to have to leave y'all back, but I got to move on without y'all.
Because morally, we do not align.
There we go. We back to this moral shit. I want to talk about some different moral things rather than paper towels and food. How do we feel morally? How do you align with? And we jump into hot topics now. So let me give you a little. We jump into hot topics. How do you morally align with Will Smith, that slap he gave Chris Rock? Granted, we know this old news, but since Chris Rock came out with his special, he got some buzz going around. I just want to bring it back up. How do you morally align with that boy Will?
Oh, I was rooting for him. I was rooting for him. Because here's the thing. Granted, as a comedian, your job is to make people laugh, and sometimes it's at the expense of other people.
Right.
But we all know, and Sir Isaac Newton taught us this in the third grade. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So just because you're telling a joke and that's your job, don't mean that you can't get the consequences. He said, "Keep my wife name out your fucking mouth." And you wanted to, okay, you wanted to turn the Oscars into Def Comedy Jam.
So what?
So he smacked him.
Then Will turned Def Comedy Jam to motherfucking Fight Night.
Yeah.
And then everybody mad.
And the thing that bothered me the most about that, and like people were saying he should feel bad, and people were
scared. Who, Will should feel bad?
Yeah, and they was asking all these other celebrities and how they felt, and they were just so shocked, and they just could not believe it happened. Like, what? That man's talking about his wife.
He's talking about his wife.
Yeah.
That's his wife. And so,
especially because she had issues with her hair. Like she's. I mean, obviously she's probably. I mean, she went bald, and it wasn't by choice. So for you to think it was okay to talk about it, he felt like it was okay to do what to defend her honor. I'm with it, and that special was weak for real.
I was in and out. It didn't catch my attention. But I've never been like a huge Chris Rock fan. I never took anything from him, but he just hasn't been my cup of tea. And I feel like with Jada, like you said, it wasn't by choice that she lost her hair.
Yeah.
And her whole image, like everything about her has been perceived like under the light. She's been in Hollywood for years. So her image is what she has to portray to the world. And when you get something stripped from you, like your hair, something that makes you feel so beautiful, to maybe someone who doesn't care as much, okay, it doesn't mean a lot. But for her, it means a lot. And I think when Will, first he was laughing, but when he seen that pain in that woman's eyes,
yeah,
he said, okay, now I got to make you feel it as much as she do.
Yeah, because you want to play. You can't really play on people's names.
And salute.
Yeah.
I always thought Will was cool. I wasn't going to cancel him. I'll say that.
It wasn't no need to. Mm-mm. And then, like, on the special, he was like, Will is so much bigger than me. And, you know, he didn't, like, check, you know, I think he used 50 Cent as an example because I think 50 Cent called him a bitch or something with the whole entanglement thing or whatever. And it's like, Chris Rock, I think he's funny. I think, like, he has a gift. He's funny. He's been relevant for a long time for a reason. But I think with this particular special, like, it was certain, like, that piece, like, you didn't have to speak on it because he was like, I'm not going on, you know, Gil, I'm not doing all this. And it's like, okay, you're talking about it. But then he ended it was like, you know, I was raised right. My mother told me not to fight in front of white people. But you are also the same guy to let your white friends say nigger. So, like, relax. Like,
that's what raised right is.
Yeah. Okay. Cut it out.
Well, so, Chris, that's how you feel.
Got smacked, and, you know, if you get smacked again for referring to that man's wife as a bitch in your special, then
that's on you. Yeah, that blood is on your hands. You carved your own initials.
You can't do and say foul shit to somebody and then try to dictate how they react to it. Like, that's a chance you take, and he took that chance, and he got the dog shit smacked out
in front of everybody.
In front of these white people he did not want to fight in front of.
There you go. And some of the white people didn't even cancel Will, so here we are.
It wasn't a cancelable offense. Like,
it wasn't.
He didn't smack his mother. He smacked him.
It wasn't. Whatever. It wasn't. But and what if his mama had said something then with if he did smack his mama?
Then he need to look at his mother and tell her what you mean?
Are you let that nigga
Nobody is exempt for the consequence of disrespect. And it's not your job to tell me that I'm not disrespected. If I feel disrespected, it's not your job to try to tell me why I shouldn't feel it. It may not have been your intentions, but it don't take away from the fact that I feel disrespected.
That's how I felt, yeah.
And however I react to that disrespect is just how I react. You don't have to like it, but I'm not doing it to please you.
It was a therapist. He was like, it was in the comments. He was like, we can't tell Chris when to heal from that traumatic event. So we need to give him his space. And, you know, this is his reaction to it. So let's allow him to heal. And somebody was like, but then why is he still bringing it up? You can heal without digging deeper into the grave. Like, you added fuel to the fire. So why are you still doing this?
If you're not on it and you're not about to go on this...
If you trying to work to heal, you're not working to heal. Heal.
Like, but maybe when you're in, like, Hollywood or you, like, get a lot of money after a long time, it changes you. But, sir, like, you from the hood in real life. Mm-hmm. You need to heal from a slap.
Is he really from Best-Buy?
Yeah, like he did. They weren't born into money.
Yeah.
So like you, Chris.
Everybody hates Chris.
No, for real. No, that was cute. I like that. That was a good, like,
You should have just let it
I know I
ride.
fucked that one up. I'm sorry.
You should have let it ride.
No, but yeah, we could. Yeah, I don't want to talk about Chris no more because if he gets slapped again, he gets slapped again. Nobody care about
It is what it is. It is what it is.
that. Okay, well, speaking of taking up for your significant other,
Mhm.
and on the like lines of like celebrities, do you think once celebrities are beefing or when they break up, they get too much press? Like you know how people like, oh, they're not following each other on Instagram no more, or they're not follow, or they oh they posted this tweet. Could it mean this? Like,
If you gotta ask all of those questions, then one to answer your question, yes, it's too much press. You gotta ask 50 million questions to understand what happened. That means that you weren't supposed to be in these folks' business from the beginning. You trying to figure out why they not following each other and who gonna take care of the kids, what's gonna happen to the dog. Ma'am, what's gonna happen to your dog when you find out your dude cheating? I hope I ain't taking too far. What you think?
bitch, is you? Is you? You talking? Cause you looking at me. You talking
Oh,
about me?
here we go.
No, because I just feel like
This thing,
when I was
be named
heartbroken,
personal
no,
attacks.
when I was heartbroken, nobody gave a fuck. Nobody.
Right,
And you
right.
know, this last heartbreak, I accidentally showed my ass on social media. Nobody
Was it an
cared.
accident?
If he wouldn't have did what he
If
did.
we would have taken it to court, would it have been premeditated?
No, nope.
You know when black folks say no, no, that means they lying.
No, Kodie,
Talk to me.
how was that I didn't tell him to post that to get a reaction out of me.
You said you took it too far on Twitter. You accidentally took it too far on Twitter.
No, for sure.
So was it an accident or was that a premeditated attempt on Twitter?
It wasn't premeditated. It was an accident.
I feel y'all understand.
No, but I
It
do
was.
think
It's okay.
even if a celebrity couple put all of their business on social media, right?
Mhm.
Which they don't, but if they are very transparent with certain parts of their life and their relationship, and they break up, who like they broke up? I don't need to know why. I don't need that to be in a news cycle for like a week straight. Like,
It's like they dig so deep. Everything is not a development. Like the first headline is they unfollowed each other, and then the second headline is they were seen outside separate. And it's like that's how they keep it going for a week.
yeah.
Because it's like day after day, it's a different headline. It's like why is this even necessary? Like who cares?
Well, I guess people do care because they keep doing it.
Yeah, well, if I said who cares, then I'm talking about their 30 million followers or whoever the person is. But
I just never. I'm not invested in people that I know relationship like that. Like I would never be invested in your relationship like that.
so all them nights I called you.
You
didn't
not
care?
even acting like you were.
I
invested in your-
said,
You not even acting like you were. Bitch, you call my nigga your friend.
okay, strike two. Come on.
I'm
Get
just
back up.
saying. So I'm really not invested in nobody's relationship that I don't know. I don't care.
So all them nights is going back. I'm not letting this go. All them nights that I called you,
No, listen.
you was asleep. You was too high to really,
No, I'm saying.
Tell me what you're saying.
As a friend, if
Uh-huh.
you want to call and you want to vent or you want to dump or you want to run something past
Talk to me.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's what I'm here for.
Boom. That's all I needed to know because for a minute I thought this was gonna be nothing.
But what I'm saying is,
I thought it was gonna be the end of us.
because I'm not invested in your relationship. Are you invested in mine?
Yes.
Because you invested. You think you low key want the nigga. Do you want him? Let's talk about it.
I don't.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't. And I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, we don't have to talk about it. We can talk about it another time. We can talk about this off camera because I've really been feeling like that for a minute.
You don't need to cycle other people to see. Okay, I understand that.
I don't
That's
need to
true.
see the friction.
That's real. That's real. I think it get too much press for me. It get way too
Yeah.
much press. I don't care about.
I don't. Like, and I can't even say I don't care about it because when the news first hit, depending on who it is, I'm like, oh damn. But after that, I don't care.
I mean, there's always like maybe like an initial like but after that is I'm not taking it further than that. So I'll say I don't care.
Okay, so with celebrities and them always putting their business, whether they volunteered or not, to the public, Ja. Did you just see the picture when he was at the strip club? with his shirt off and the girl dancing on him. You ain't see that, and it's like money all on the floor.
When he held that gun up.
Oh, the little piece of wings.
Oh my God, he held that little thing like this. And they were going crazy. They called that man John Warren. He was like, ew, take it.
It's
like,
really the gun that they use at track meets.
Yeah, like what? That?
The Harlem Night gun.
No, tell me about what he was doing with
it's a picture. I guess it's from
he can't win for losing.
No, he
boy.
really can't. But I guess when you got a lot of money and you got you status, you can be in a strip club with your shirt off.
Okay.
Because any other person would have got kicked out.
Right.
But he's sitting like in the booth and it's like one dance, him and a dancer, and like she's like almost doing like her hands are on the floor and like her bottom half is like in his lap, so she's dancing or whatever. But not even that, because he goes to a strip club. But like all of this is potentially messing up his professional career, because they were thinking about where they were saying they had to investigate because they needed to figure out how the gun got on his body, and if he had it on the plane, the team plane, then that's an automatic 50-game suspension.
I think he's definitely making irresponsible, reckless decisions, and he don't. Maybe he knows the consequences, and he just don't care.
Do you think it's because he's young?
Absolutely.
Young?
It's young. It's young, but I mean, I can't like just give him a break for being young and being reckless. Yeah, no, I know you're not saying that, but I can't give him a break for being young and being reckless, because there are other people that came in the league young and they
Bronny would never at the strip club with a little Harlem Night gun, little BB gun.
Like, what the fuck was that, Jai? He was like.
You mad at the pose. Let's focus on the fact that he had a gun and he's on social media.
You're right.
So then it's like, granted, it's nobody else's responsibility. Like, he's his own man. But it's like, the people around you ain't trying to pull your coattail. Or
I do feel like it is a part of everybody is responsible for one another. Like, if I'm because if me and you together and you get pissy drunk, if I let you drive home by yourself, or if I let you just crash out and I don't know what happened to you, I'm going to be responsible.
You left me at Spice House.
Yeah, no. You locked the doors, though, so you was cool. I know the neighborhood.
I woke up an hour and a half later, like, what the fuck?
Then we wake up, sleep together that day at the La Parilla.
The blind leading the blind. I don't think we qualify to talk on this one. But no.
I feel like your people, like the company that you keep, the people that's around you, they hold some sense of responsibility for you. You making it big, they should be like, hold on, bro. Because I'm sure everybody around you probably not the same age. You got to have some older folks with you. Some
daddy.
Big bro. Daddy was with him at the club.
Well, I don't know if his daddy was with him.
But he close to him.
Yeah.
Like, so somebody got to be in your head, like, you keep making these mistakes back to back to back. It's time to tighten up. And then at that point, yes, he's still held like mainly responsible, but other people around, I think they should be helping him, being big bros and stuff. No.
I think love is sometimes having that uncomfortable conversation and then being okay with your people being mad at you.
Yeah.
Like, if I seen you about to crash out, I'm going to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you take it some kind of way, you feel some kind of way, if you want to be mad and fall out for a couple of days, then you're entitled to that too. But I can't say that I love you if I don't tell you, like, you need to tighten up. And
9 times out of 10, after I'm done being mad or after I done get the help that I need, I'm going to come back to you. It's like, damn, you really love me. Like, I'm going to be able to see that. Yeah. Sometimes whatever the enemy got in front of us or whatever is blocking us being able to see clearly, that blocks me understanding that there is unconditional love there. And once that's out the way, I'm gonna be like, damn, you really. And then I'm gonna start looking at everybody else sideways.
Like, why you ain't?
Fuck where y'all at? Yeah, I wasn't even in my right mind.
And they say he might have a drinking problem. I don't know how true that is.
Fame alone is kind of like a drug.
And to get it at a young age.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I mean, who wouldn't want to be a multimillionaire before you're 25?
Yeah.
But I also think, like, especially when they get so much money at a young age, like, it should be, like, they need to have some type of mentor. And I don't know if he don't have that, but it's just, you just really, you not invincible. Like, get it together. And I don't know if people are telling them and in his ear and he's just kind of still doing his own thing, but sometimes a person got to hit up rock bottom before they get it. So hopefully this is like a wake up call for him, and he don't fuck up what he works. So like your whole life, you made it to the league.
So
People
hard
don't
for
make
him.
it to the league. Like you can't take this opportunity for granted. Like you cannot fumble this because yeah, you achieved a dream, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that's dependent on you as well.
It's a
And not even like on some role model type stuff, like your family.
Yeah.
Like
some promises you probably done made.
Yeah.
And you want to keep them. If you're gonna be the stand-up guy who you know they think you are, you want to stay true to those promises and stuff. What you done made. I don't feel necessarily bad because he's young. I just hope that the right person can sit him down. It's been instances where, let's say, you know, my dad told me something, and then my best friend told me the exact same thing at the time, and I listened to my best friend.
Yeah.
Like, some people, they're just not going to make as much of an impact as others, so I'm hoping that the right person, it may not be the league sitting him down in those 50-foot conference tables telling him where he messing up. It might just take that one person that makes, like, the huge impact that's going to tell him you really need to slow it down, and I hope that he get that sooner than later. Like, he got too much promise ahead of him. Yeah. For real.
And, you know, if they do suspend him, that'll suck. But I'm glad I saw him a couple weeks ago before all this shit.
So that guy is nice, ain't he?
Memphis. He's very electrifying to watch in person. I would have been mad as fuck traveling to Memphis and that nigga ain't playing.
He just got to see that. I hope he can look in the mirror one day and see that.
He's in goddamn rehab. Sir, put the costume and go. Put it down. You have unlimited resources. Utilize them, because you can still kick it and be young and be like you are a young guy that got a lot of money. The world is literally yours. Yeah. But you also got to be smart, because how many young people had unlimited amount of money and they crashed out? Yeah. So tighten up.
Give me an unlimited amount of money. You let me crash for 3 months. I just want to go in, have fun, and then you give me that tough love conversation.
Girl, anyways, tough love. Funny you should say that. So the daycare owner.
Oh,
crazy, right?
Yes.
That her husband. She found out her husband was touching on them kids, and she shot him.
Popped his ass.
Yeah.
In the neck. And the leg.
She should have done more.
Could have.
Yeah.
But I would have figured the neck would have took him out.
Yeah.
I would have, maybe she just missed
Do you think she should have went to, because I think she got 4 years, or they trying to appeal it, but do you think she should have went to jail? Or do you think that she should have let the law handle it?
I first got to say, I personally don't think she should have went to jail. I think the law doesn't take the law is very it's logistic. It's like, it wants to be black and white. And so they don't take into account reason sometimes. And I feel like her reason is more than justified. I would have killed him. She's done some interviews and stuff, and she was saying, man, I thought we was in this together. Like, I thought we were here to save these babies together. Yeah. And so I 1,000%, catch me anywhere, I'm gonna stand on this. She should have never went to jail. I'm happy that she got the 4 years. I do feel like she'll end up getting parole, or I hope they are successful in appealing it. And when I say I'm happy she got the 4 years, I mean it could have been worse. But he didn't die, and I think that's one of the reasons why it wasn't worse. Yeah, he ain't died, but no, anytime it comes to them kids, you can't play with them kids. And she's trying to do something. She's trying to make these parents' lives easier by opening up a daycare center, by taking care of these kids. By anytime you leave your child with somebody, you're supposed to be able to trust that person is gonna have the best interest for your children. Yeah. 9 through 11 years old, and you molesting your husband is molesting these kids. And unfortunately, you think that you know this person, you love this person, and they're supposed to trust you, but you can't even trust him. That's tough. Yeah. That's tough.
In one of her interviews, she was, they asked her, was she going to apologize? And she said, I apologize to him when he apologized to them kids. I think her getting jail time, I think that's not fair. Oh. Because he deserved a lot worse. Yeah. He deserved a lot worse. you can't, and you know, because of what I experienced, I'm really like, and I'm sure everybody is. You can't touch kids, you can't touch them, but that's like a super, super like tender spot for me.
Absolutely.
There's no excuse.
Mm-hmm. None.
He can die a slow, painful death, and I would not lose sleep over it.
Mm-mm.
You can't take you took their innocence,
Mm-hmm.
and that's something they'll never get back, and that's something they'll have to live with for the rest of their life, and that's something they'll have to deal with. And unfortunately, some people, it becomes too much, and they don't live long enough to tell their story or
Mm-hmm.
become victorious.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that. So she took it light. She took it easy on them.
What kills me, not kills me, I didn't mean to say that. What gets me every time I hear is it's painful to hear when the babies, they go through life 15, 20, 30 years, and the first time that they open their mouth is 30 years later when they're in their 40s and when they're in their 50s.
Or their early 30s.
Or their early 30s.
Yeah.
Or even a year later. Like,
Yeah.
no time, even if it's a week later, like, it hurts my heart to hear that. Because you held something in thinking that it was your fault.
Yeah.
At minimum, I'm so proud of these kids that actually went to their parents and said something.
Facts,
and
yeah.
they looked beyond what other people would think of them, because a lot of people think, oh, they gonna look at me and think I was fast, and that's okay. A lot of kids think, oh, they gonna think I'm fast, but these babies, they spoke up.
Yeah.
And they put an end to this monster. No telling how long he's been doing it, but they said it's gonna stop now.
Yeah.
And I'm so proud of them.
Absolutely.
I'm so proud of them babies.
Absolutely. Yeah, no. And I wish them the best. I hope that they are getting the aftercare, if that's the right term that they need. So however that looks, therapy, extra loving from family, whatever that looks, however that looks, because he's gonna heal from being shot. That's a scar that's gonna be there forever. And it's fucked up and it's unfortunate, and they don't deserve that.
I hope every time he look down at that scar, or every year he spent in jail, it's the worst thing that he regretted every goddamn second.
No, facts.
Yeah. It is what it is. I guess on a lighter note,
yeah, that was heavy.
Yeah, well,
and that was heavy.
And we really scaled back, because if we gonna talk about them kids, we could do that for
forever.
Okay.
Forever and a day. Forever and a day.
How you feel about I'm digging deep. Oh. So you heard Tiger Woods' wife trying to sue him for 30 M's?
The girlfriend?
Tiger Woods, I'm sorry. Yeah, girlfriend.
You don't have to ghost nobody like that. You know, okay, that's a pet peeve of mine, being ignored or being ghosted. So
you not finna tell me that suing this man for $30 million is justified.
She's trying to be like, you know, Mariah Carey sued her ex-fiance for like wasting her time, and she won.
Yeah.
30 mil that's aggressive. That's so aggressive.
What's more aggressive? Coming back home after a sunny vacation and your shit on the front porch.
That's so fucked up. If we sharing, like, don't do that.
It's like, damn.
You know, when he got rid of my little drawer, he threw all my shit away.
Baby.
So I feel her. You can do me better than that. You can do me better than that.
I had an ex told me I wasn't shit. Look around. Everything in that room I bought you.
What he buy you?
My best friend.
He bought you the 5-piece bed in a bag.
The purple one with the flower set. Everything in here I bought you. At least he take my shit away so she could. Now I'm starting to understand why she might be suing.
No. I mean, it's definitely messed up to, like, send somebody on a vacation and say, when you come back, you can't come to this house.
You can't.
But to say 30 million, like, for what?
Seriously.
Girl.
Because
if you were smart, you would have been pocketing some of this money he was giving you throughout the relationship. Silly goose.
He been had his name. What did you add? I don't know this woman from Adam and Eve. I don't know what she add. I don't know if she an asset or a liability. But man,
she ain't Tiger Woods.
What you add to?
And
Tiger
you weren't
Woods?
even like putting with him on the greens, because he's already established.
That's
so
what
you
I'm
coming
saying.
in like what?
Yeah.
I don't want to say she didn't add value.
Well, the question is, what value did you add?
30 mil?
She can respond.
Okay, she gonna act your ass. Tear your ass up.
Oh, that's Kodie. What you was saying again? Because you don't even have $30. Well, shit.
Yeah, but no, I think it's aggressive.
Yeah.
But if she succeeds, then shit.
More power to her.
More power to her and her attorney.
This girl is a clown. I can't stand her, but we appreciate it, man. I love talking to you. I really do.
No, for real. And it's I do. It's fun.
It's
fun.
always, yeah.
It's always a good time.
Well,
So thank y'all for watching. Tune in for the next episode. And let us know what y'all pet peeves are. And then, is my paper towel pet peeve irrational? Like, do I need to like scale it back? I'm never gonna scale it back, but am I the only one that think that's just super wasteful?
And do y'all think I should really get a grip because I don't like my bowls in the same cabinet as the cups? Just let me know. I'm okay. Either way, it's still gonna be my pet peeve, but
Yeah.
I'm here. All right, y'all. No, for real. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Not a Real Podcast. We're gonna catch y'all next week.